Hello and welcome back to Rich Means Business, your go-to channel for all things business and tech related. In this tutorial, we'll be showing you how to create a partition on a Windows 10 PC. Partitioning is a process of dividing a hard drive into multiple logical storage units, which can be used to store different types of files. By creating partitions, you can better organize your files and improve system performance. So let's get started. Step 1. Opening disk management. To begin, we're going to click on the Start menu and type disk management in the search bar. So as you can see, I've typed my disk management in the search bar and select the create and format hard disk partitions and okay, then this will open the disk management utility, as you can see. So the disk management utility is now opened. Now that takes us to step 2. Select the hard drive. So my PC, I have one hard drive. This is 100 megabytes, not really, and this is 509 megabytes. That's a healthy recovery partition. We're not going to touch that one. The main hard drive here is 930 gigabytes NTFS. That is the drive we are going to work with. Now you see this list, as you can see here, and on any PC, the moment you come to the disk management, you see this list, but don't touch the health recovery partition. Basically, those that has only megabytes, few megabytes, leave them alone and focus on those with the gigabytes. Now you're going to select the drive that you want to partition on your PC. So I'm going to select this one, and that will take us to step 3. Shrink the drive. So remember, you want to create a partition, so there's a partition there already. This is a partition, this is one. Now since we want to divide it into 2 or 3 or any number you want, you're going to have to shrink the first one, the one that exists, so that the remaining space will go into the new partitions that you want to create. So how do we shrink it? Right click on the selected drive and choose the shrink volume. I right click and I see shrink volume. The computer will then calculate how much space is available to shrink. You will then see a dialog box showing the amount of space you can shrink the drive by. So we're going to wait for that. And here we are. So you'll see the total size before shrink in megabyte. This is always a megabyte, and remember 1000 megabytes makes 1 gigabyte. And then you have the size of available shrink volume, basically 700,000, and then enter the amount of space to shrink in megabyte. That's what they're saying. Enter the amount of space to shrink in megabyte. Now keep in mind that in my case, this is drive C. As you can see on the top here, shrink C, and drive C contains my operating system. So I want to leave enough space for the operating system. So I'm going to select perhaps I have about 900 gigabytes, so I'm going to select, say, 400. That is 400 gig, sorry, and that will be about 40,000. 400,000. Good. And you can see that as I enter 400,000, now the total size after shrink has reduced to 500,000 and above. So I have about 55 gig, which I can use as the next partition. Okay, so now I'll click on shrink and wait for the magic. And here we are. So by clicking on the shrink button, that is step 4. Click on the shrink button and wait for the process to complete. which is what we have done. Once the process is complete, you will see a new unallocated space on the drive. That is what we have here. Right click on this unallocated space and select new simple volume. This will open the new simple volume wizard, and we are going to follow the prompt in the wizard to create the new partition. As you can see, just follow the new partition, and you will need to specify the partition size again and assign a drive letter. So let's follow the partition. Let's go back here. Say welcome to the new simple volume wizard. So click next, and as we said, we are going to have to specify, but they've selected the available space for us, so let's just use it. We are not going to create another partition, we are just doing one more. So if I had wanted to create one more partition, then I'm going to have to reduce this to maybe 100,000 or 200,000 depending on what I want. Then there will still be another unallocated space after this process, which I'll have to partition, or I can leave it, but I'm not going to leave anything behind. So let's just go assign a drive letter. So basically we'll go with a D. You can choose what you want, but after assigning the drive letter, we're gonna have to format the partition. So we go to next, and the default file system, remember, is NTFS, as is the file system NTFS. We are not going to change that because it is recommended for most users. You can also assign a new volume label. That is the name, which is a name for the partition. So let's just say rich files. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll click next and finish. So we wait. Yeah, and now we are done. So that brings us to step 5. Already it is opened, and you can see once you've completed the wizard, you see the new partition listed in disk management. So we still want to look at our disk management. So you remember rich files is the D, 390 gigabytes. It is healthy basic partition. You can now start using the partition to store your files. So it's already open here, and when you come to this PC, you see it there, and it's empty. Basically it's empty. So yes, note that creating a partition on your Windows PC is an easy process that can help you organize your files and improve system performance. Now that's gonna do it. If you got something out of today's tutorial, please like the video and share. That kind of thing helps tiny channels like this. Also subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell. Remember that this video was suggested by our viewers, so if you have any tech problem or question, please leave it in the comment section. Until we meet again, be safe, be kind, and know that you are appreciated.